Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start the new chapter, that is chapter number 2, and that is patterns. Fine. In the last class we have already discussed about the chapter that is shapes. Is already completed because we have done the workbook questions and we completed it. And so that's why after that we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 2, and that is patterns. Now students, before going to the chapter 2, that is chapter patterns, I just had an information here to share with you. That is from next Thursday onwards. Today is Monday, so from next Thursday onwards, we are going to start this morning speech of the students. Now, how to do that? So let me tell you the process how to do it. Say we will go with the serial wise, that is the roll number wise. So the first turn will be for roll number 1. Now, student will have to choose any topic. Each and every student will have to choose any topic. That is your choice to choose any topic from your end. And you have to give the speech for 3 minutes maximum. And that speech you have to send it to me. As a class teacher, you have to send it to me on the previous day. Fine. Say suppose Thursday we are going to start. That means Thursday it will be for roll number 1. So the student whose roll number is 1, that student will record the video of the speech, and that student will record it for 3 minutes on any topic, and the student will send it to me on my personal WhatsApp number, this number, on Wednesday. That is the previous day. So Wednesday, the student has to send the video in between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. the same time when you send the homework. At the same time, you have to give me the video, and then I will share that video on the next day. That is since the morning speech is a everyday, you can say routine, so everyday task. So I will upload it in the group on the next day. That is the assigned date. But the student have to give me the video on the previous day. Okay, so Thursday it will be for roll number 1, then Friday it will be for roll number 2, and Saturday it will be for roll number 3. So like that it will go on. Fine, so then if you have any doubt, you can just call me and ask me about that. I will explain to you properly. So for roll number 1 and 2 and 3, at least you can start practicing the morning speech so that you can send it to me on time. Fine, so that is an announcement. And moreover, I have sent the MindSpark report last week, and I have seen there is a good improvement in my section, that is 5A. Many of the students have logged in already. 4 or 5 students are left whose login time is showing 0. That means they have not logged in till yet. So I request those students to log in and please go through the MindSpark content and the questions. It will definitely going to help you for clearing up the concept of the particular topics. Fine. So students, let us start with today's topic. So today our topic of the chapter, as I said, it is patterns. So students, you have to write down this. Don't worry, I will click a picture of this and I will send it to you. So at the beginning of the chapter, you need to on a new page of the school copy, please write down the chapter name, that is patterns, date when we have started, then the objective that you have to write, and then the keywords. Now objective, let us see what are the objectives in short. We are going to learn mainly 3 things here. One is to learn about number 1, that is rotation of shapes. There will be some rotation shapes. If we have one shape, we can rotate it in different angles and we can create some patterns. So that is the first topic. Second topic is about arranging shapes or designs to form patterns. I have written in short, arranging to form patterns. That means we can arrange those shapes and designs in a particular way to create patterns. So that is the second objective. Third objective is patterns in numbers. So that we already got last year also, that is patterns in numbers. That means how we can create pattern using numbers, odd and even patterns. That I think you already got this in last year. Fine. Then the keywords that we are going to get in this particular chapter is, first one is the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry, that already I hope you already got in class 4 also, what is line of symmetry. Then what is quarter, what is 1/3 turn, what is half turn, and what is 1 complete turn. All these are related to angles, and we already have completed the chapter angles as a chapter 1 already. So I hope you are already clear with the angle concept. So if you are clear with the angle concept, then definitely we will understand what is quarter turn, what is 1/3 turn. All this we also will able to understand. Fine. So students, let us start the topic. I will send this picture. Don't worry, you can write it down in the first beginning of the chapter. Please note it down, because whenever the school will reopen, I will check whether all the things are written in your school copy or not. Fine. Okay. So if we have to start now, students, let us start with the first thing, that is what? Pattern. Now pattern, you already got last year. What is a pattern? Pattern is an arrangement of, you can say, shapes, arrangement of numbers in a particular way. It's repeated, and it's repeated in a particular way, and it creates a pattern. That the whole thing we call it is a pattern. So that already we have got. So students, please take your textbook and please take the page number 17. Now in the page number 17, we can see that the objective is already given there, and there is an I recall part. Now I recall part means what we got in last year, that is called the I recall part. Fine. So there it is written clearly. In class 4 we have learned about reflection and symmetry. Objects or shapes are said to be symmetrical if they can be divided into two identical parts about a given line. Let us recall them. Now students, if I have to recall this thing, that means what is line of symmetry? Say suppose I have a rectangle. I can divide this rectangle by a vertical line like this. I can divide this rectangle by a horizontal line also. And if you see this, then when we are going through this thing, then we have seen that the vertical line and the horizontal line are dividing this particular rectangle in, you can say, in two equal parts. Fine. And these two equal parts are identical. Identical means you can put one upon another and it will be exactly matched. Fine. So that is called a symmetrical object. So this rectangle we will call it as a symmetrical figure, because it can be divided into two identical parts, either by dividing it vertically or either it dividing by horizontally. Fine. So that is called a symmetrical object, or these lines we call what? Axis of symmetry or line of symmetry. Fine. So that already we got in the last year topic. Now students, come to page number 18, the next page. It is written already, you can see there, symmetry can be vertical or horizontal or both. Now you see these letters, the capital letters A. If you see the A, the horizon, there is no horizontal line, because the horizontally I cannot divide into two identical parts, so it has to be vertical only. Then the letter C can be also divided by horizontally only. Then similarly E also. Now H, you see the letter H can be divided in both the ways, that is vertically also and horizontally also. So that means we can say that the letter H has two lines of symmetry, that is horizontal, the vertical and the horizontal. So there may be some of the figures which may have one line of symmetry, either vertical or either horizontal. Some of them may have both of them. Both can be, that means it can be divided in both the ways, horizontally or vertically also, like this. And there are some figures which cannot be divided at all into two equal parts, and that type of figures are known as asymmetrical. Asymmetrical means which we cannot divide into two identical parts, that is called asymmetrical figure. Okay, so it is written, shapes or objects that are not symmetrical are said to be asymmetrical. So as for example, if I take a letter, so if I take the letter R. Now students, can I divide it into two equal parts in any way? Can I divide it into like this? Can you tell that this part and this part are identical or equal? No. Because the one part, if I draw, it will look like this. It will somehow look like this, the left hand side part. And the right hand side part will look like this. Isn't it? Now can you say that these two parts are identical or equal? No. So that means this capital R we cannot divide into two identical parts. Similarly, can I divide this into horizontally also? By the horizontal line, if I divide it in horizontal, it will look like this. But you see the top part, it will somehow it will look like this, and the below part it will look like this. Now students, can you say that this and these are identical or same? No. So that means the capital letter R cannot be divided into two identical parts, so that means we can say that letter R, capital letter R, is not symmetrical. So instead it will be called asymmetrical. You can see the spelling, it is already written there, asymmetrical. So that was the topic that we have discussed in the last year. Fine. So now today the main topic, the first topic that we are going to learn is about the rotation in shapes. Now rotation in shapes means that how we can rotate a figure in different angles. Fine. Now students, before going to that, let us understand what this angle is called. This angle is called right angle, that is 90 degree. Fine. Then similarly, if I draw one angle like this, so this will be called what? 180 degree. If I rotate it completely like this, a complete turn, you can say, from starting from here to coming back in this same position, then this angle will be known as 360 degree or complete angle. Fine. Now student, if we have to go somehow, say I have a figure like this, say like this, or I will give a arrow mark here so that you can understand easily. Say if I have drawn one arrow given, now it is the previous position or the initial position, it is standing like this. Fine. If I am going to rotate it in one direction like this, so it will look like how? Say suppose I have rotate this arrow in this figure, that means this is the second position. So it was standing like this, now it is falling like this. So what is the angle it has made? Starting from like this and fall like this. So this is called a quarter turn. Quarter turn means, what is quarter, students? If you see a circle is there, if I divide it into 4 equal parts, then this one part is known as a quarter. Fine. So that means this angle is how much? You can see this angle is 90 degree. So that's why this shape has taken a turn of 90 degree, or we will call it as a quarter turn it has taken. So this particular turn will be known as a quarter turn, or you can say 90 degree turn also. That means you remember students, quarter turn means 90 degree turn. That means it is standing like vertically, it is standing and it fall down like a capital letter L. Fine. Okay. Now after that, suppose this figure has now taken a different rotation and now it has taken this shape now, or it came to this position now. Now so then you see, previous position was this, now this is the third position. So how much angle it has made? Now the previous, if I draw in a simpler form, it was standing like this, now it is standing like this. So what is the angle it has made from here to here? How much? This is a straight line, and straight line means how much angle it will make? It will make a 180 degree angle. So that means you can say this 180 degree turn is known as, and actually it is if you think it like a circle, it has covered the half of the circle, isn't it? So that's why this type of turn will be known as half turn. Half turn means, you always remember, it is how much? 180 degree turn. Fine. So half turn means 180 degree turn. Okay. Now secondly, say suppose if this rotation of the shape, that means this position, now first it has turned 90 degree, now it has taken a turn of 180 degree. Now suppose this arrow has now moved in this position now. So 90 degree here, 180 degree here, now it has moved to this position now. So how many quarter it has crossed? If you see properly, if you think that first it has made this turn, then it has made this turn 180 degree now, and finally it has made here. Now this is also 90 degree. So 180 plus 90, it will be how much degree? So it will be, if you say that 90 plus 90 plus 90, so it will be how much? 90 into 3. 90 into 3 means it will be 270 degree turn. So this figure has taken a 270 degree turn when the position is here. Fine. 90, 90, 90. So that is 270 degree. And finally, suppose this figure it has turned like this. Now say suppose this figure is again coming back into the same position. See the previous position, the starting position, it was like this standing. Now after taking so many turns, it again came back here. Now here, students, from this to this figure, again it has taken a one more turn, that is 90-degree turn. So in this case, this 90 will be added with this 270. That means how many 90 it has taken till now? 1, 2, 3 and finally 4. 490-degree turn means 4 into 90, it will be how much? 360 degree. So that means this is called a one turn. You can say it is one turn, or you can say it's a complete turn it has made, and it has made how much degree? Now 360 degree angle it has covered. So students, if you see the positioning of this, first position, second position, third, fourth, fifth. Now fifth and fourth position are the same. That means if I have started from some point and I again came back to the same point. So how much angle it will make? It will make a 360 degree angle or a complete angle, you can say. And that is why this has made one complete turn, students. And that's why this particular position will be known as one turn. That means how much turn it has taken? One turn. So that means we got to know one thing, students, that is what is a quarter turn? Quarter turn is 90 degree. What is a half turn? Half turn means 180 degree. When it is 270 degree, it is called 3/4. Actually, it has not been written here, but it will be 3/4. That means out of 4 part, 3 part it has covered. Because if I draw a circle, student, and I made it at 4 equal parts. So see, this is 90 degree, it is 180 and it is 270 degree. That is starting from here to here, it is 270 degree. How many part it has covered? Out of 4 part, 1, 2, 3. 3 part it has covered out of 4. So that means this is, you can say it's a 3/4 turn. We will call it 3/4. We call in general 3/4. In fraction we can say 3/4 turn it has taken, which is equal to 270 degree. And finally, when it again moved by 90 degree from the 3/4 position, it has again come back to the same place, and this is called the one complete turn, and which is equal to 360 degree. So students, if I summarize this thing, that how many types of turn we have got. So students, we will get, say suppose first we got quarter turn. Quarter turn means how much degree? 90 degree. Then we got how much turn? Half turn, that is equal to how much degree? 180 degree. Then we can say 3/4 turn we can say, and that is equal to 270 degree. And finally we got one turn, and one turn means how much degree? It is 360 degree. That's a complete turn that we can also say. Fine. So students, but there is one more turn that we have not mentioned here because it is a little bit different one, and that is called 1/3. 1/3 turn. Now 1/3 turn means, students, remember, it will be 120 degree. This is 3/4. I have written in fraction. 1/3 means we can write 1/3. Okay. Now what will be this 1/3 turn? 1/3 turn means, suppose if you have a circle and if you have divided it into, say, 3 equal parts. Now one part, say suppose this line is standing like this, now it has fallen like this. So how much angle it will make? It will make 120 degree. Then again from here to here, if it will make 120 degree. And from here to here, it will be again 120 degree. So how many 120 degree came? 120, 120, 120. So if I add all this 120, then how much we will get? It will get 360 degree or not. That means the complete turn will be made. So my previous example, when I have divided the part into 4 equal parts, when on that basis they are coming as 90, 180, 270, 360. But suppose if I divide any object into 3 equal parts, then in one part, how much angle will be made? That will be 120 degree. And that is why this say 1/3. That is from 3 equal parts, 1 part turn. And that is known as 120 degree. Fine. So students, I will give you a detail of these things properly, so don't worry. and I will give this classwork. I will write it down, and I will click a picture and I will send it to you. So please students, go ahead, write down all these things in your copy properly, the classwork especially, and the beginning introduction part, the objective, and objective should be coming first, that page, and after that the classwork part. And I will give you a homework also, small homework, and that homework you have to do it, and you have to send it to me on time. So in the next class we will learn more about this rotation or turn in detail little bit. Fine students, so let us meet on the next class and we will discuss more. So please go through these things properly, so that in the next class it will be easier for you to understand the remaining part of the chapter. Fine, thank you.